Hi, everybody, and welcome through the magic of technology. We are live here in far southwest Dallas area, not too far from Arlington, Texas. Actually, we are proper in Arlington, Texas, for the 2018 leaderboard broadcast. The NFL draft is right down the road, taking place live at Jerry World. We're about maybe 18 miles or so southwest of that point, and we've got a lot of guests for you today to talk about football. We'll get to the top 3 picks in a moment. We'll have special guests coming in, giving comment and commentary on that. But help me welcome Dr. Jermain Hawkins right now on this whole notion of sustainability. Most of these quarterbacks that have been taken so far, particularly Baker Mayfield at number 1, are going to take a lot of shots over the course of their career. Your specialty is about focusing and making sure those players have an array of assets on the food and nutrition side to make sure that they're optimum. What is that all about, sustainability?
Right. So I'm a psychiatrist by training. So when we talk about brain function, it's very important in professional sports to have adequate brain functioning. If an individual has a concussion, they're going to suffer from memory loss, migraines, functionality issues. So my products, one is called Avendra, really helps with B vitamin supplementation, B6, B9, and B12. These are very important to help with focus and memory loss. If you're lacking these in your diet, you can easily suffer from issues with memory loss and not being able to focus.
So it's not just the impact itself, it's the post impact.
Exactly.
And then dig deeper a little bit, unpack that. How does the nutrition aspect, is it working at the cellular level? Is that how it works?
Yes. So when someone has a concussion, there's a biochemical reaction that happens where the damages actual tissues in the brain. So there's certain chemical reactions that involve neurotransmitters, serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. Okay, you need B6, B9, and B12 to help produce those naturally. So if you supplement in your diet with these type of supplements in the active methylated forms, your body can function better, especially with memory and focus.
And it's amazing, doctor, how the body can heal itself if you treat it properly.
Yes,
and we know about the nutrition component, but are there other elements that you can integrate, such as rest and recovery and things of that nature, to help the impact of these B vitamins and the other acids that you're talking about help the body recover?
Right, definitely. The brain needs omega-3. The brain needs fat. So there's a common misconception that all fat is bad. Well, omega-3 is very important for brain functioning. So it also helps the brain function better. And then adequate sleep, something called sleep hygiene. That means going to bed at the proper time, not being on your cell phones or having other distractions, being ready for bed, and making sure you have a good 8 hours of sleep, time to actually sleep and let your body recover and be ready for another day. Make sure it's productive.
You know, we know concussions and this whole issue has become a hot button subject for the NFL, and it's a big deal. And the league is putting its best foot forward, it appears, to find ways to mitigate that moving forward. But in your opinion, as a professional, do you think, what is your professional opinion, that the league is doing everything it possibly can to ensure that these players have a complete holistic recovery?
Well, I think there's definitely room for improvement. I think there needs to be better equipment as far as helmet safety. Having a neuropsychiatrist or a neurologist on the sideline is very important to make sure you assess these players. Are they having concussions? Do they need to go back in the game, or should they be put out of the game? So I think there's room for improvement. But there are some strides that's going in the right direction.
One more question, doctor, before we let you go. But obviously the little ones are coming up playing the game, and that's a big concern. Parents are concerned about them and the impact, and a lot of people are pulling back and dialing back on their kids playing at an early level. What advice would you give them? Would it be similar to what you would give a professional in terms of the actual nutritional component of it as well?
Definitely. Yes, taking a good multivitamin, a children's vitamin that's very has the B6, B9, B12 is very important, even at a small level. A good diet full of vegetables, fruits, avoiding the sugary foods, avoiding a lot of the processed foods. They're detrimental to our health in general. So starting our kids off at a younger age, try to avoid the whole childhood obesity, try to avoid a lot of these bad foods so they won't develop these bad habits, and eventually they can grow up to be more healthier individuals overall.
Doc, before we bring Mark Good up here to talk a little bit about the footballs and the deep stuff, I want to also, because this is a holistic approach, it's not just one aspect. We can sit here and major on the physical components and the skill set of these players, but in terms of sustainability, it's more than that's going to allow them to achieve. And so thanks for sharing some insight on that piece of nutrition, because it's absolutely huge. Give us some more insight and some depth, some things perhaps we would not know about the role that nutrition plays in the complete performance of an individual, whether it's football or not.
Okay. Well, things like L-tyrosine is a dopamine enhancing amino acid. L-tyrosine is very important in executive functioning, being able to make good decisions whether you should tackle this guy or you want to punch his lights out. It's like pushing the brakes. Right? So you have to make sure that you're taking the right amino acids. Trimethylglycine is another very important amino acid. It's very important, and something called methylation. Methylation helps, from a biochemical standpoint, helps your brain function better. So taking the right type of amino acids is crucial in making sure that your body and your brain functions better.
Well, I've heard a lot of research on that, and you just touch a nerve with me. I serve on the board of Methodist Hospital, and we talk about the prefrontal cortex, where all that executive decision making is made. That's where you're talking about those nutrients help that area.
Yes, sir.
That's great. Let's give Dr. Jermain Hawkins a round of applause, everybody, for his expertise. It's been outstanding listening to you. Thank you so much, doctor. Maybe we'll get you back in here before the afternoon's over with. Hopefully there won't be any concussions that we got to deal with. So, all right, ladies